What's up, guys? My name is Justin. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are back on iRacing for Formula V at Winton, and this is a very, very awful idea. I am literally recording this at 6:45 in the morning. I got up early to get ready for work early so I could record this because my recording last night went so badly that it was embarrassing, and I did not make it through 3 laps of trying to do this. So this was going to be the video, so I figured I'd still try to get one in. There are 4 fast guys, or maybe 5 fast guys. I'm not sure what one dude has. Um, so we're not going to run well, but we got killed twice in 2.5 laps last night. So we're going to try to avoid that, have a little better performance, get a little bit of SR back, and learn a little bit. Very, very tricky track in these cars, extremely difficult. So it's been a challenge. It's definitely been some curveballs to me, but hopefully it's a little better race this time. But I wanted to get a video up for today, so this is again my dedication to this channel. We're gonna see if we can get a nice quick one in here. Tomorrow will hopefully probably be Rallycross. That's my goal. See how that goes tonight, recording wise, and then GT Sprint Mirror Running tomorrow evening. Dave, Ethan, myself. Not sure who else is gonna join us. Maybe Jason. Maybe Spencer, some others. So we'll see how that goes at Watkins, and we'll hop in that and do that for a Friday video, hopefully, and then I'll have a couple other things, hopefully, for early next week. But anyways, here we go. Struggling with a couple of corners on this track still. It's a brand new free track to iRacing, so very difficult track to get around in this car quickly. It's not a hard track. It's hard to get around here quickly, which is part of the battle, so see how we do. Last night I spun out twice in Q. Got killed once in the race and then spun out once in the race, so it was not a good day for incident points. I think I had, let's see, 4x in Q and an 8 in the race or something, and lost like 0.46 SR, so that was awful. We'll see how we do. There are a couple of very, very fast guys in here, so they're going to fly. Just need to kind of make it survive and not beat myself, get stuck in traffic. That's the #1 goal, so. Alright, ready for Q. Not blow it this time would be nice. Again, should be hopefully a nice quick race for everybody. Runs Q laps quick and then gets the race on. It should only be about 8 minutes, or 8 laps, excuse me, 12 minutes. So. While I'm thinking of it here as I pace myself around this outlap, make sure you drop that like and a sub down below so you don't miss any of the action from iRacing from this channel. Appreciate all the love and support we've had lately. It's been a great week for the support, for the views. We've had some funny moments, some awesome moments, some cool moments. Obviously coming off the back of the Sebring 12-hour victory Steele and I had was really cool. So we've got some great positive momentum until kind of the messes that have been my recording sessions, to be quite honest with you. Don't need the brake through here. I'm just trying to get as much front tire temp and brake temp as I can, because I seemed to struggle with that last night in Q and in the race, but there's not a lot I can do about it in the race. So see what we can do here. My main goal is just to run some laps. I'd like to be in the low 35s. I could run mid to high 35s, I think, pretty easily, a 5, 6, 7, somewhere in there. It's so tricky to put laps together. I ran a singular 1 last night that was 35-1. But other than that, I was stuck at, yeah, 4, 5, 6, 7, somewhere in that range. So, very tricky. I know I can do it, but the fast guys are at, 34 flats, 34 ones pretty consistently. So there's time out there. We just got to find some of it. I don't even need to find all of it. I just want to be in that 35-second bracket. And that'll be good enough for me. So, first time lap here. Let's not blow it like I did last night. Get one on the board, and then we'll see what we can do for lap 2. Not too wide through there. It's all right. Again, banker lap. A little bit conservative through 2, 3, whatever corner that is. A little better through there. This is flat. You just gotta track out to take your entry to the next chicane. Get your line correct. Difficult braking zone here. Pretty good actually that time. Not perfect, but we made it. This has been my most difficult corner here. I cannot get this corner right twice in a row to save my life. It's so much tighter than I think it is. That was actually okay. Not perfect, but okay. All right, final 2 corners. Pretty straightforward. This track is so flat, not a lot of brake zones, not a lot of brake markers, so it's tricky, but all right, well, that was a lap, so it's at least the first lap down. Didn't botch it, so we can push a little bit on lap 2, hopefully find a little bit more time. See what we got. Far from my best lap ever, but we made it. It'll be a 3 at least. Hopefully it moves us up the grid a little bit. I think I probably could have ran a 2 on that lap. It was pretty decent. The last 2 corners I left a little bit of time out there, but that's okay. See, 34 sixes for Ben. My goal is up there too, so. Spectre Nate, Latte, go up there. We just get beat by Louis. So, we're thereabouts. It's not ideal, but again, survival. Are we the only American in here? There's Canadian for Eric. We are the only American. Interesting. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. Obviously, we don't quite have that next, let's call it 3 or 4 tenths that we need to be at a 34.9, 35 flat and compete with most guys. Anybody at low to mid 34 is going to be untouchable for my skill level in this car, unfortunately. But I knew that going in, so we got lucky with the way we got one at Roots Kujin that broke our way. And I was frankly a little bit closer to the pace there. This track, though, being all new to me is really tricky, and I would imagine that Oschersleben and some of those other tracks are going to be just as difficult for me in this car. So we'll see how it goes, but I need the track time. I need the experience to get in here and figure things out. So see how it goes. We're waiting on the 9, the 11, and the 1. See if they run laps or not. First lap from Louis, actually. It's impressive. So, stuck waiting here. Instance for some of these cars, although again, I get it, that was me last night, so. Close qualifying here from 4th through 6th, so all ran on top of each other. Louis, myself, and Luigi. Luca does put in a 35.5 again, so another close group there. So yeah, if we could get a top 5 out of this, I think that would be a success without dying. Is really my main goal after last night. So not expecting anything. It's tricky because when you slow down the concertina effect in some of these corners, turn 1 is what got me last night. You brake earlier and your muscle memory is telling you to do one thing and you have to do something else to keep the car from spinning out to just continue on. And I almost ran over the guy in front of me who is, excuse me, his name is skipping my mind right now, Sam Brooks, Sambo iRacing. So go check him out for all your lap guides for this in the Formula Ford 1600. Almost ran him over because he was lifting early for the car in front of him, who was the leader. It just threw me off of where we were, what we were doing, what I need to do with my freaking feet. So that was a mistake to do that, and unfortunately it did bite us. But all right, one car coming from deep. We'll see what he's got from back there, if there's incidents or not. We're going to be starting P5. We'll get ready to rock and roll. Let's get to it. Make sure we're all set here in case we die again. So yeah, that's just survival's the goal. This is such a weird grid as well. I think basically 2x2x2 Australian tracks. So need a series with rolling starts here, PCC or global would be nice. But oh, tired. Okay, I'm ready. Let's go. All right, everybody's on the grid. Let's get to it. See if we can live to tell the tale. P5 on the grid. Good start. Get clear the fifth. Just about even with all the cars ahead of us. We'll just kind of chill here. Already almost some death there from Ben, but managed to hang on to it. Good save. Luigi going to dive up the inside and spin, as I feared he may, and takes us out. Nice job, Luigi. You just had to take that dive and kill all of us. I don't get it, man. I mean, you don't understand on cold tires you can just chill. Not do that. I knew as soon as he made the move that he was not going to be able to get his car stopped and turned. Of course, I'm the poor sucker that's there to deal with it, so. Unfortunate, just the way this series goes and the way this car goes. I get it's rookie series, but you gotta understand the limit of the car and that you can't just go bonsai immediately. I mean, he didn't even have an overlap in that corner, just decided to brake 3 car lengths later, take the corner, and then go from there, so. That really sucks. We must have some damage because my car is absolutely tank. It wouldn't surprise me at all if we had some pretty heavy right rear suspension damage, so. Again, as long as I don't do it to myself here this time, we'll at least make this a video, something to do, but disappointing. I mean, good grief, we can't even get through 3 corners without someone going apeshit, which is, it's why qualifying is so important in this car and, you know, short races. I understand that completely, but yeah, we're pretty broken. It's why qualifying is so important in this car with short races, but again, we were in a good spot. We were just chilling. We were P5. We were clear of everybody else, and then the guy behind decided he didn't want to have that anymore. He wanted to make a pass for 5th immediately because he got to go, so we paid the price for it. We're still at least in touching distance of the cars ahead. Maybe pick up a few if they have more issues, learn some, who knows, but not in contention for anything important at this point. But yeah, I mean, not a corner you just go up in there in the flat, live to tell the tale, so unfortunate. At least it was just a 2X. I guess I shouldn't be complaining too much after last night. Still probably going to lose SR with the length of this race, so. And iRacing, obviously, for that matter, if we're going to run 10th out of 11 here. Track just doesn't really agree with my driving style, which is fine. It's an okay track. It's an interesting track. It's just different, so. It's frustrating that the majority of people here don't understand what they're doing, so. All right, back on the group in front of us, at least a couple of guys here. Sounds like they're having a pretty good scrap up there over like 3rd, 4th, front 2. You see a way up there got in the way. There's 3rd, and 4th on back here is just entering this next corner ahead of us, so. Quite the group up ahead that we're somewhat catching, I would assume here. At least we're in someone's draft now. Let's have a nice chill event. Ooh, see again there, as soon as someone gets offline or makes a mistake, you gotta just stop to let them live. It's very tricky. dying everywhere. Could die. The 2 who spun off, and Seb, I think, just let us go. And then we got Luigi up ahead, of course. Great. Woo, wonderful. No, he's a very smart driver, so overdrive that slightly. Just so nervous to put any real wheel into it or anything. But it's all good. So up to 8th. Top 5 still on the cards here if we can get through some of this group in front of us, which isn't out of the question. But not to survive up to P3 he has, so he's obviously got some pace, just couldn't do it in Q. Should be able to get this spot here before turn 1, I would think. Yep, just gonna let us have it, thank you. So that's 7th. A couple ahead of us yet. Technically within distance if they don't make, or if we make no mistakes. Yeah, not touch that curve, that's hurting us a 10th or so. Not quite in tow distance from this far back, unfortunately, so lose a little bit of time down this straight, but hopefully we can make up time in this next sector on them. Lewis is pushing very hard there, you see. Alright, good sector through there. Again, this is draft assisted for sure, but this might be a 34 if I can finish the lap out. It's been a good lap, very smooth. Pretty much maximized, so that's been good. Alright, it's at least a 34. It's not going to be a 34.4 by any means, but front 2 can go battle all they want. 34.7. Gian is having some problems there. So that makes this a 3-4 car battle for 4th. Just a couple laps to go, half the race I guess though, so. Whereas usually we're not going to show any patience with the 6 car. He's the one that put us in the spots, so sorry, your patience has expired. Like it or not. Just trying to make a pass up the inside of a non-passing corner, that's always genius, so. Patience, not his virtue. 10 car pushes out wide. See if he goes for a big dive here, or self spins, or what's going to happen here. This is all very interesting. Not sure what this guy's doing. He's not very smart. Try to stay tucked up, see if we can capitalize. Car is stopped ahead. I think that's Renat. Alright, 3 to go. Let's see how much patience Luigi shows Jason here. I would expect basically none. Yep, this will end well. One of them's not going to survive this, so drive back up, get ourselves a run here. See, I backed out of that because I was on a very tight line, didn't have enough overlap to take the position, I felt. This time, though, we're going to have a run, so we'll take it. Really good run there. So that's 6th. So they definitely get the nice pull in second gear and then stall. They have to do their shift, so we're not losing much. Have lost Daniel ahead. Our group here. Don't really want to pass in this corner, especially if dude's going to weave. It's I think, a bullshit 1X. I don't think I was off track any more than I had been there, but it's all good. 2 to go. Car overshot behind us. That'll cost him drop back out of our draft range for now, at least. Is spun ahead. That'll make this a 3-way battle on the last lap for 4th. Also helped the car ahead with some tow, unfortunately. Had to take this look, probably back out of it if we don't get some more overlap. Yeah, I guess he was not going to lift out of that, so. Not going to make this move around the top, just trying to get him offline because we know he's not going to lift there, so. Frustrating. Guy takes you out and then wants to defend like it's no tomorrow for 5th, which I guess I sort of get, but still. Man. Well, got on the curb, cost myself. All right. I don't think we're going to have a shot anyways. He's just defending like crazy, but got on the curb and ruined it for myself anyways, so it's going to be 6th. Pretty frustrating race. Could have been, I guess, 4th really, but yeah, that's racing. It's all good. I'll take a 6th out of 11, so probably just about maintain iRacing. Pretty ballsy of the dude, though, to drive like that and then again defend for 2 laps. You're the one that took me out and the reason we're in this spot, so. That's racing, though. That's racing indeed, so. Take that. Go wait for everybody to finish up. Check the results. Luigi's not having any of it. Alright, there's everybody done. That's why he had a 9X hit. So. Ben does end up hanging on to beat Louis at the front. So good run for those two. 5X and 5X. So they must have just been dropping the wheels trying to find pace, which means we actually had the least incidents actually with 3, which is really pretty freaking sad. But regardless, we will get out of here, see what the damages are. Not that fun of a combo, to be honest with you. My results have been being wonky, so I might just dip out of here. There it is. Cool. As I say, see if I threaten it, we're good. We do lose some iRacing and some SR. -0.07, -7, whatever. It's irrelevant. chasing wins. So cool. Congrats to Luigi on his 5th. That's a big deal for someone that was in the 1600 range to go ahead and be that sporty, if you want to call it that. But we did have a draft assisted lap that was 34.7. I was pretty happy with that. Again, we could not probably run that fast by ourselves for sure, but it was the 4th best lap. So we were there or thereabouts, at least in contention, I think, to probably stay up at the the front 3 or 4 if we didn't have that first lap incident. But who knows? We might have gotten taken on that next one then, like the 2 car did. So that's how the cookie crumbles sometimes. We'll take it. That's going to be it. Make sure you drop a like and a sub down below. Don't want to miss any action from iRacing, the Speed Hot Pursuit 2, NASCAR Dirt Daytona, Camaro content, anything else I may record. I got to get to work. Till next time. Bye bye.